It's time once again to slip into your camo, grab your bow, and join us out in the field for another episode of the Up North Journal, presented by PSE Archery. The Up North Journal crew is knocked and ready to rock for another exciting adventure. So let's step outside and hit the trail.
This episode is brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabela's,
Antler Action,
Spot Shooter Archery,
Tom's Custom Turkey Calls,
Family Traditions Tree Stands,
and Badass Slingshots.
So what do you do when you've completely redefined the way bows are engineered? When you've reached the pinnacle and the band starts playing your victory song, you start a revolution out of thin air. Introducing the all-new PSE Carbon Air, engineered with true carbon technology to be the lightest high-performance bow in the world. Experience PSE. Experience performance.
We know the future of hunting depends on our nation's youth. But did you know that in many states, it's illegal for you to take your son or daughter hunting until the age of 12 or even older? As a result, we have fewer young hunters, and the Families Afield program is designed to eliminate those barriers. Hunting is safe, and the safest hunters afield are young people with adult mentors. Visit our website at familiesafield.org to find out how you can bring more families afield.
Back to another Up North Journal Minicast. Something you won't hear on our main cast, but you're going to hear it here in the next 3 to 5 minutes on our Minicast.
You're going to hear it and you're going to like it.
You're going to like it. And
Dude,
you know what? This is
what I'm liking
fun.
is that the little microphone holder you've made out of that bow press there.
You like this? Not only is it a bow press.
Easy for you to say.
Yes, but it's a microphone holder.
We are back in the tech shop here at Cabela's in Saginaw, Michigan, hanging out, working today. But something was brought up here.
Actually, a couple of questions have come up.
Hunting rules and regulations.
Right. So
gray areas, so to speak.
You're not kidding, right? So we've got, in my hot little hands, the 2016 Michigan Hunting and Trapping Digest. What more to tell us? The answer.
But the thing is not all of the rules and regulations are in that book, just the really important ones.
Exactly.
So, every time somebody asks us a question, that's the first place we go to. But then sometimes you got to actually go to the DNR for those gray areas as well. So
right. And, like the first question here, how close can you hunt to a dwelling?
150 yards or 450 feet.
Otherwise known as safety zones around buildings. Now,
in the state of Michigan, that is.
In the state of Michigan, you are absolutely correct. Within 150 yards or 450 feet of an occupied building, house, cabin, or any barn, or other building used in farm operation.
Could be a grain bin, could be a horse lean-to.
Yep, exactly.
Horse stall.
So, but it does say this. No person may hunt with a firearm in a safety zone.
Right, unless you have written permission of the owner or occupant of the property. The safety zone applies to hunting only. Now, that question came up in the form of a bow hunting question. Doesn't say anything about bows.
It says nothing about bows. It says firearm.
So, is there a rule against hunting with a bow within 150 yards of your neighbor's property and or house? Well, actually house or building.
According to what we just read, safety zones around buildings, I would say no.
According to that book.
According to this book.
Now, if it were me and there's a nice deer run within, let's say, 100 yards of your neighbor's back barn at the corner part of a property, and you wanted to set a tree stand up within 100 yards, I would suggest talking with your neighbor, becoming really good friends with that neighbor, getting to know that person, maybe taking some tasty treats over.
Becoming nice with one.
Yeah, becoming nice with your neighbor.
Absolutely.
And then once you've established that relationship, that then you say, hey, I got some summer sausage from a deer I had last year, Take him a stick over, and, if he likes that kind of, say, I can get some more of that if you'd like it. Make that offering, you know what? And then if you do take a deer off the property, just for him being able to sign that paper for you or agreeing to let you hunt there without any issues, take him over some more salami sticks next season.
There you go. You are such a salesman.
Well, you know what? It's easier to catch flies with honey than vinegar.
It is, absolutely. So that's our first question. We have another question. This was brought up during the week. Are you allowed to carry a pistol while archery hunting?
In Michigan.
In Michigan. So, archery
Yes
deer
and no.
season.
Yes and no.
It states, during the archery deer season, it is unlawful to carry a pistol, revolver, or other firearm while bow hunting for deer.
Unless.
Exception. This prohibition does not apply to pistols carried under the authority of the concealed pistol license or properly carried under authority of a specific exemption from the requirements of the concealed pistol license. However, a concealed pistol license does not authorize the individual to use the pistol to take game except as provided by law.
Correct.
So, if you cannot open carry,
No.
but you can, if you have a concealed permit, carry.
Concealed pistol license.
Yep.
You can conceal carry a field while bow hunting, but you cannot use concealed carry pistol to take game with. It's for protection of your life.
Correct.
You know, in case you might have a confrontation with a bear
Mr. Bear,
or a wolf in northern Michigan,
wolf,
or a cougar,
or a
because those are
cougar,
all-
which
or
we have.
or heaven forbid, a situation where someone tries to, let's say, take your life while you're afield.
Exactly.
We have heard horror stories of people hunting a field and having confrontations with neighboring landowner, somebody trespassing, and all of a sudden you're staring down the barrel of a gun. Heaven forbid that something like that were to happen where you have a trespasser who may be poaching on your property and you're sitting in your stand and a situation occurs.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
that's what that is for. So,
And I really, it's coming to that day and age.
Isn't
it's
it?
sad.
yeah, right on.
So, but no, those were a couple of questions we came up. We thought we'd try to answer them the best we could, according to the Michigan Hunting and Trapping Digest 2016.
My best advice for anyone who has questions like that and they're not in the digest, get a hold of your local CO officer and ask them. Ask them for their interpretation on the law or where the law stands, actually, if it's not in the rule book. Because not all rules are in the rule book, per se.
Correct.
So that's the route I would go and check with them and just see.
Yep, absolutely.
So that'll do it for this minicast. This episode was brought to you by PSE Archery,
Black Eagle Arrows,
Cabela's,
Antler Action,
Spot Shooter Archery,
Tom's Custom Turkey Calls,
Family Traditions Tree Stands,
and Badass Slingshots.
Thanks for listening, and join us again here next week. Until then, remember, as we always like to say, if you're out on the water or in the woods, shoot straight and be safe. Until next week on the Up North Journal.